Hello and welcome to the Den. My name is Eric and it is Saturday and this week is movie week and I cannot wait to share with you my top 10 favorite moments from my favorite movie of all time, Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark. So, here's the story in a nutshell. Elvira is a TV show host who's doing late night movies in LA, and she wants to make it big in Las Vegas. That's her big dream, is to be a showgirl in Vegas. And so she is working her way, scrounging around, trying to make it, but, you know, she keeps running up against, like, sleazeballs, like, the show wants her to pony up, like, all this money, and it's just not working out for her. Until she gets a telegram in the middle of the night, and it's to announce to her that her great-aunt Morgana Talbot has passed away, and she is a named inheritor in the will. So she has to drive all the way across the country to Falwell, Massachusetts, and that name is for a reason, and go to collect her inheritance. Well, what she discovers while she's collecting her inheritance is that her inheritance is not money, but the long lineage of witches that she descends from, and their magic that she becomes the inheritor of, and the fight that starts to ensue between her and her Uncle Vincent, the struggle for power over ancient magics in a tiny little Massachusetts town full of white bread, uptight, conservative Christians, and that is the whole story. And now I'm going to show you 10 reasons why I absolutely love this movie. Reason number 1. This guy, William Morgan Sheppard. He is a character actor, and you may have seen him in any number of movies and television shows, and he's always really great at playing, like, the creepy older guy. And in this movie, he plays Elvira's uncle, Vincent Talbot. And Vincent is out to really steal the power away from Elvira's descendants. And this scene, the opening scene of the movie, is where she's coming into the lawyer's office and meets him for the very first time. Who is this woman? If she was my aunt and you were her brother, then you must be my Uncle Vinny! Okay, reason number 2. This house. The house that Elvira inherits from her great-aunt Morgana is fucking fantastic. It is one of these old Victorian manors, loaded with, like, creepy old furniture, an attic that's full of all kinds of horrible things, and, this is the state that it's in when she receives it. But the house gets better, thanks to Elvira's relationship with the neighborhood teens. And this is why they all line up to paint her house. And this is her reaction when she first sees her newly painted house. Oh my god. I would die! I would die to live in this house. Oh my god, it's so fucking fantastic. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 a million times yes. And her reaction? Fabulous. Alright, reason number 3 why I love this movie. So, Elvira develops a love interest in the small town of Falwell, Massachusetts, Bob. Bob, the hunky dude who owns the neighborhood theater. And this theater that can only play G-rated movies. The joke that comes after that is, oh, there's nothing wrong with G-rated movies as long as there's lots of sex and violence. But the best part of this scene is next. And besides that, Bob, you got an extra E in matinee. Which is actually how you spell it. But never mind, because Elvira, being in show business, knows what she's talking about. And across the street at the church, Miss Chastity Pariah, played by the amazing Edie McClurg, sees what's happening across the street. Elvira slips just a little bit. This is fucking priceless. Absolutely priceless. Because immediately after this, she faints dead away. And this scene. This is one of the best scenes that has ever been filmed. This is Elvira's impassioned speech to the local teenagers to have them come out to see her midnight movie, because it's the only way that she's ever going to make any money in this town. So, in a fit of despair, she gives this farewell speech. And this is the speech. But if anyone ever asks about me, tell them that I was more than just a great pair of boobs. I was also an incredible set of legs. And tell them that I never turned down a friend. I'd never turned down a stranger, for that matter, either. But when all is said and done, all that I ask is just that people remember me by 2 simple words. Any 2 words, as long as they're simple. Alright, scene number 5. A Dracacosa roll. Alright, so Elvira has inherited the house, the dog that belonged to her aunt, and this recipe book, the precious family heirloom recipe book, which is actually a book of witchcrafty spells. She has no fucking clue. So, here she is trying to make dinner after her failed performance at Bob's Theater for Bob himself. So she finds in the recipe book this thing, oh, a Dracacosa roll. Oh, casserole! Maybe that's what she meant. So she goes about assembling whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. This is the spice rack at her aunt's house. One of the ingredients is earthworms. So, it actually winds up kind of looking a little casserole-y as it's bubbling away there on the stove. But it looks like cock-a-doo-doo. So how do you fix that? Of course you use Cheese Whiz. And a topping of barbecue kettle chips. Actually, that sounds kind of delicious to me. Not the earthworms, but the barbecue kettle chips on top of whatever the fuck kind of casserole this is. As a casserole, maybe, this is not too bad. But it's not. Here's dinner. Ah! It's a fucking monster! Oh my god. This puppet is fucking great! It's so great! Look at this thing! Look, it's got spines and giant fucking teeth and ribs, like, and abs all down its little abdomen. And it's covered in string cheese. And that's the best part. So, fresh on the heels of her monstrous creation, she discovers that the cookbook is actually a spell book, and she's going to try and recreate the creature to attack the town morality club picnic. Because they have been keeping her down and fucking with her life, and she's had enough of them. And revenge is better than Christmas. But oh no, there's no monster! What the fuck? But it's even better. Instead of creating a monster, she creates a sex potion, and everyone at the morality club picnic gets super horned up and start taking off their clothes and getting it on right there in the park. It's fucking fantastic. The best part of the scene is this couple. So this is the couple that runs the little motel in the town, the Cozy Cot Motel. And this is Calvin, and this is his wife. I can't even remember what his wife's name is. He just calls her that old bag, I think, one point or another. But anyways, her line is so good. It's like, Calvin was the one painting everybody with apple butter. I was just an innocent onlooker. Alright, this is the second time in this movie that you actually see this baby, but I wanted to show it right here because this is the moment where you find out that Elvira has carried the power with her all along. But this baby in the Elvira makeup and wig and everything, genius. Absolutely genius. This is the big culminating scene. The reason why Elvira had to be there to get the book, to protect the book from her Uncle Vincent, was because he would gain untold, unspeakable power during the lunar eclipse if he had a hold of her mother's witchcraft spellbook. And this is the lunar eclipse. And so Vincent has started to become this kind of, like, powerful, demonic creature, and, like, you can see, like, his hands, like, the nails are coming out of the hands, and he's got this makeup on him now, and it's like the lines of his face are all drawn out, and the more pronounced, and his brow is more pronounced, and this dark circles under his eyes. It's amazing, amazing makeup! Look at that face. That face is fantastic. And who does he see coming towards him? Chastity Pariah and other members of the town council. Swine. And the magic turns them into fucking pigs! Oh my god, I love it! Love it! But this is not who he's after. He is after Elvira, because he knows that he has to take her out, because one day she could come and claim this power from him. And Vincent has tons of power now. Like, Bob is coming after him with one of these torches and just, like, holding the book up. The flames avert. Alright, this fight scene is epic. This is, like, Street Fighter levels of epic. But the best part about this is that it's not just anything, like, this is Rambo, right? This is Elvira doing fucking Rambo. With this giant fucking bazooka, the red bandana and everything, cut off the sleeves off of her amazing dress. Just, yes, she's going full on Rambo in this scene with the giant bazooka, trying to take out her Uncle Vincent. It doesn't fucking help. So Elvira, as she's fleeing through a cemetery, is caught off guard and caught off balance, and Vincent is coming up across her, and she's gonna try and get her way out of this, and she gets out of this. I'm not gonna tell you how, but I want to show you where she gets to at the other end of the cemetery. So the gate is fucking locked. There's this big old chain across the gate. How in the hell are you gonna get through that? Like that. I can't help it. I can't help it. I was raised on TNA. I can't help but love the fact that she busts out of the cemetery with her bust. It's just fucking priceless. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, live in Vegas. Plus Shecky Green. Alright, this is the stage. It's giant spider web. Elvira is the spider, and she's trying to catch a man. I love it! Let's give a hand for the Devil Boys, and their little red sequin jocks, and their little tails, and their flaming armbands with the fringe, and their little hats with horns. I love it! Overall, this musical number is not that great. I will completely admit that this musical number is not great, but these dudes, like, they're models. Some of them have little chest hair, and they're all in, like, goatees and things, because they're little devils. Get that booty, girl! Get the booty! So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me and Elvira a thumbs up. I'm going to put some links down to Elvira and her stuff that she's still doing, because she's still rocking it out there right now. Elvira official fan page. I love you, girl! Please, like us. Like this video, go down, give me a thumbs up on the video, go down, click the subscribe button, come see more of our stuff. We're here every single day of the week at Men of the Den on YouTube. You can also find us every single day of the week at facebook.com/Men of the Den, at YouTube, at Tumblr, and Twitter, and Instagram. Find us on all of the things. And as Elvira likes to say, unpleasant dreams.